Hi everyone, this is 𝙄𝙊𝙁𝙊𝙍 from Entigrity. Today I'm going to talk to you about, I'm going to tell you a story of Arun. Well, Arun was actually a batchmate. We used to kind of pursue chartered accountancy together. हम लोगों ने सब साथ में हम पढ़ाई करते थे चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंसी के लिए. We used to go library together. Her father used to work in a private company as an accountant. So a very humble guy, very hardworking, like talented ladka tha. So and very committed and focused. So we always believed that he would be a very well deserving and focused guy and would become chartered accountant. हम लोग साथ में पढ़ते थे. We used to share notes and discuss everything. Then you feel like he should be the one who should clear. However, things were not in his favor. We gave the final examination for chartered accountancy, and he was not able to clear in his first attempt. Well, I realized one thing, that CA was, not passion for him, but it was a necessity. It was a social pressure that he needs to clear chartered accountancy just because his father has worked as an accountant all his life. He will have to clear chartered accountancy examination so that he can actually progress faster in his career. He was a hardworking guy. In fact, I realized that I actually cleared my final examination. He was not. And I have seen, मैंने देखा है वो मेरे से ज़्यादा मेहनत करता था और मेरे से ज़्यादा deserving था. And this is where I first time realized that, sometimes, people who are more deserving and was worked hard, unfortunately, they are not able to get the kind of result they should be getting. This was the first attempt of final. He continued giving attempts of CA final examination. He continued almost 3 or 4 attempts, but probably his confidence was down and he could not clear the examination. Now the pressure for job was increasing. He needed to take up a job to support the family. So he ended up now taking a job in a company in a position of an accountant and started, kind of giving CA final attempts. He was not able to focus on work as well as studies. And then unfortunately, he continued to give attempts after attempt and couldn't clear the examination. He also mentioned to me that his focus on work is also a little bit diluted. Now, he has reached an age wherein in an Indian context, he had to get married and buy a house for a family. This was all piling up. This all kind of added to the pressure that he had. Unfortunately, because of that, he could not. And ultimately, he left CA finally so that he could at least focus on work that he has. Well, the biggest regret for Arun was that he couldn't complete his chartered accountancy, and domestic opportunities in India would not be able to provide him the kind of opportunities that he would have got if he would have become chartered accountant. And he thinks that he actually has all the knowledge, all the training that any chartered accountant would have. Unfortunately, what he doesn't have is the designation, the degree. He missed sometimes by 5 marks, sometimes by 10 marks, and sometimes by 15 marks. I asked myself a question. Does this 10-15 mark changes the perception around those semi-qualified chartered accountants or CA dropouts or CA intern? Well, this story may be fictional, but definitely I have seen people like Arun around me, and I really empathize with all of them. So why you should be valuing semi-qualified chartered accountants or CA dropouts or CA interns? First, the results of chartered accountancy are very, very low. So not everyone can become chartered accountant. However, the compensation gap between a semi-qualified chartered accountant or CA dropout or CA intern and the person who has cleared that hurdle and become chartered accountant is very, very high. I mean, a 5-year experience inter CA would get anywhere from 5-6 lakhs or 4 to 6 lakhs of salary, which would be at least 20-25 lakhs rupees for a 5-year experience qualified chartered accountant. However, the talent gap, according to me, is not that big, or talent gap, according to me, is very, very less. If you give the same opportunity and exposure to a semi-qualified or CA dropout, they will also perform really, really well. And another reason is anybody who appearing for CA exams or CA final exam has to undergo rigorous preparation and rigorous curriculum. They have this 3-year internship that they have to complete. And then, sometimes companies don't value this internship. Even after 3 years of internship in chartered accounting firm, they will typically be treated as a fresher, which according to me is, illogical. Basically, while you're preparing for your exams, you have to undergo a serious planning and examination, and then appearing for those mock tests. So these needs to be really, really valued. And of course, chartered accountancy, people who clear chartered accountancy examination are definitely talented, but people who are semi-qualified should actually be valued as well. If they've worked in a mid-sized accounting firm, they'll have great exposure on certain specialized things. If they've worked in smaller firms, they have done multiple, they've worked in multiple areas and would have experience on working in multiple areas. So this is where I would always advise employers and companies to evaluate semi-qualified CA or CA interns as well. So you guys would say that, do you really practice what you preach? क्या Entigrity आपकी कंपनी में implement कर पाया? Well, let me tell you, we have hired more than 800 professionals in our company who are either CA dropouts or CA interns. Well, I have seen stories like that of Arun in my life. So I had that special respect for those professionals who were not able to clear examination just by 5, 10, or 15 or 20 marks. And then I have valued their experience and their efforts and their preparations. And we have given them opportunity in our company. And most of our managers who have been internally promoted are CA dropouts or inter-CAs. Usually, the founders of the company or co-founders of the company are dropout. But in our case, most of the team members, to my understanding, 90% plus team members are dropouts. So, because we want to focus not just on designations. We value ethics, attitude, knowledge, skills, experience more than anything else. In fact, we have seen work ethic of a CA dropout are far better sometimes than a work ethic of a chartered accountant. And I'm not generalizing it, but we have observed this. Of course, when you join this industry, you will have to undergo training of US, UK, or Canadian side of the accounting industry, and you should be prepared to undergo that and understand that, and you have to communicate with clients. So first, communicating with clients is going to be key. Second, you will have to work, matching a little bit their time zone. So late working is a limiting factors of this industry. Also, we are sponsoring, if you would like to do a US CPA or an enrolled agent examination and tuition. A lot of our internal team members are pursuing this, sponsored by us. So we at Entigrity really, really value the association with CA dropouts, qualified CA interns, and really give a lot of credit to Integrity's success to this community. And we'll continue to support to the best of our efforts in this community of what I call as failed accountants, in not a negative sense, but in a positive sense, and continue to provide them those opportunities. Lastly, for those students or those who are pursuing CPA or chartered accountancy since a long time, would like to give them one bit of, one piece of practical experience or practical advice is, well, if you have given multiple attempts and you're still continuing it, give yourself a timeline. And if you're not able to do within that timeline, pursue something else. There is more to life beyond the chartered accountancy degree. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you liked it. And thank you for watching this whole